Let me hear you say Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah. Let me hear you say Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah. Crux, yeah podcast.
Crux Crawford.
Crux, yeah.
Crux, yeah.
Crux, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, see, that's how you know that comics are getting to know your podcast a little better, when everybody fucking mocks your fucking name when you start. Like before, people didn't know what to expect. And like, they'd just be like looking at me, and now fucking everybody, like last week, Eddie was like, Crux, yeah, like right afterwards and shit. So what's going on, everybody? We're here, and I've made the crazy decision, the smart decision to do a podcast with two of the most soft-spoken fucking comics in Dallas. It's really going to be great. It's going to be fucking, it's a great decision. Great decision. But yeah, Kyle Roberts is back in the house. And then first time guest, we got Anthony Walton. Did I say your last name right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
beautiful.
Cool. Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know how you could fuck it up.
I know, right? It's a pretty simple name.
Super white, you know.
And then also, I had to fucking rearrange how we're all sitting with the cameras and all this shit, because I was trying to put my SD card in my fucking recording interface, and I accidentally, like, if you don't put it in just the right little way, it fucking just goes inside of the fucking interface. So now it's like sitting in there. I went to Best Buy. I tried to get a replacement. They close at 8 o'clock, which is bullshit. And it's fucking summer right now. It's June. It's about to be the longest day of the year tomorrow. So I go there. It's still bright out. So I'm like, there's no way they can be closed. And they're like, we're closed, sir. And I was like, you fuck. No, I was mad, and I didn't want to be rude. So I just turned around and walked away.
It should have caused a fit.
I like threw a fit. Like, God damn it! You fucking.
I just did one thing. Just let me go in.
Let me fucking go in. God damn it!
Do you know who I am? I'm the host of Crux. Yeah,
that would be funny.
Podcast.
Sir, we don't even know about no Crux. Yeah, but can't come in. So yeah. Anyway,
should I be looking at you or the camera? What's that? What?
You just look at me. It's like a conversation.
Before.
We don't like you don't need to do like a shoot. Like look at the camera. You can, but like it's more of like a just like that. That's the observer. You know what I'm saying? Like we're having the conversation
for the fans.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So what we do up top, what we do around here on this podcast, God damn it, we do all like the promo shit and all the dates and stuff. When I remember, I fucked up and forgot last week with Shiva and Eddie, but like normally we do this shit at the beginning, so we get it out of the way. So it's not at the very end, and we got to remember and all that shit. Okay. So as always, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Crux Crawford. That's CRUX Crawford, because there's no other name like it. And let me see, where am I going to be? So audio people that are listening to this on Spotify, Apple, wherever, if you're listening to this when it comes out, you can catch me, because today is going to be Tuesday for you, June 21st. So you can catch me tomorrow, Tuesday, June 21st at Plano House of Comedy. 7:30 is going to be the Triple Threat comedy show. I'm going to be on that one at Plano House of Comedy, June 21st. And then June 23rd, I'm going to be at Dallas Comedy Club for the This Just Happened comedy show. That's at 9 p.m., Dallas Comedy Club, Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas. Then after that, I'm going to be in Shreveport, Louisiana, boy, June 24th, Friday, June 24th at Port City Barbecue in Shreveport, Louisiana. Be sure to come out to that. Then I got back in Austin, Texas the next day, back at Peckerhead's Bar right on 6th Street. That's right, Peckerhead's, back for a second time because my set got fucked up the last time I was there. I'll tell you guys about that in a few minutes. But yeah, I'm going to be back there Saturday, June 24th. Thank you to the 4 Crux Yeah listeners that came out to the last time I was there 2 weekends ago. That was fucking awesome. I love to see you guys. Come back out again. I'm going to be back there. It's going to be 8 p.m. at Peckerhead's upstairs. And then, let's see. So after that, we got July. God fucking damn it. We got July 22nd at Rose City Comedy in Tyler, Texas. Then we have, wait for it. Then we have fucking July 28th at Good Times Daiquiri. That's going to be in somewhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I don't know where the fuck. You know where that is? You know where that is, do you? No. Yeah, you never heard of that? So, so July 22nd, Rose City Comedy in Tyler, Texas. And then July 28th at Good Times Daiquiri. If you want to go to that, I guess you'll just look up where it is. It's got to be somewhere in Dallas or Fort Worth. July 29th, Dr. Jekyll's, Pantego, Texas. And then August 6th, the first Saturday of August, I'm going to be back at MacGyver's in Burleson, Texas, boy. Back doing the Texas Town Tour. So if you want to come see me, man, those are my dates right now. If I left one out, I fucked up, and I'm only fucking myself with that, so I only have myself to apologize to. So that's it. So then we'll go to Anthony. Where can they follow you? Where are you going to be?
Yeah, I wish I had done this show a few weeks ago when I had a lot of dates.
Me too.
Look, you can follow me, Anthony Walton Comedy, on Instagram, and you can shoot me on the Facebook and whatnot. The only show I have is this Thursday. If you have any listeners in Ennis, Texas, I'm headlining. I'm doing my first 30-minute set. It's going to be awful. So if you want to come watch me die, I would say a stage, but I'm pretty sure it's a game room. It's a pool yard or whatever. What do you call it?
Pool yard.
Pool room.
Pool yard.
Where they're playing pool and stuff.
Outside
That's about
pool.
it. But I'm pretty excited. It's the first time I'm doing that much amount of time on stage, so
Hell yeah, dude.
I feel I'm ready to level up. But
That's fucking awesome.
what about you?
What about you, Kyle
What do you
Roberts?
got?
Where can they
I'm
follow
glad
you?
you asked. My Instagram is at KY Roberts, Kai Roberts. Anthony finds that funny. Right now, I'm trying
Sober, I
to.
swear.
If you can follow me there, I'm gonna try to do more like interactive stuff on there. At some point. So we have. I'm also on the show. If you're listening to this, audio only. I'm also gonna be on the show with Crux. Tuesday, June 21st. Triple Threat, Plano House Comedy. It's a great room. Also I'm gonna be at July 9th, MacGyver's. I'm gonna be that showcase in Burleson, Texas, where we are right now. I also very excited to break this news. I just found out today, July 13th, at the Addison Improv. I'm gonna be on one of the Ann Friends show, Brian Breckenridge and Friends.
Oh, okay.
They have a really good lineup. Emily Griefer, Vinny Corrales, CJ Landry is one of the friends. Then David Diaz, Paulos, and one more person I'm forgetting.
Mystery person.
Damn,
Mystery
you just
Hell
grabbed
yeah,
the
dude.
phone right there.
That's
Look up
true.
the-
I was in the moment. I didn't want to.
That's going to be your
dead
third
air.
I could tell-
appearance.
That's
At
You can tell how
what?
excited he
That's
got.
my fourth one actually.
Fourth, my bad.
But I'm not counting. I'm gonna go ahead and find that information out. You guys can.
You could tell how excited he got with your voice getting more louder, more confident.
Yeah,
It was like Addison Improv.
just to screw it up.
This is
Yeah.
where I
Fucking
work.
great,
Yeah.
dude. That's fucking
Oh, that
great.
was everyone else because it's
I was
6
about to say,
people,
that's
but it's
super
the
like-
other 5. I didn't count myself. I'm a team
okay.
player. It's not about me. It's about the performance.
I was about
Oh,
to
Brian
say.
Breckenridge.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say, bro. I was like, God damn, that's a lot of people.
But
dude.
yeah,
That's fucking cool, man. Are you done? Anything else?
I had a bunch of shows last week, like Anthony was saying.
That's awesome.
Can't go back in
Hey, bro,
time.
just let you guys know.
Yeah.
I had a
Well,
bunch
you
of
would have
shit.
asked me like 4 days ago, I'd have 6 shows to plug, but I did back-to-back shows last week.
Like we swear we get booked.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man. Hell yeah, dude. Well, yeah. So catch them at all those places and follow them on all those things. And hell yeah, man. Fucking dude. So we were gonna get into like to get into the meat of it, talking about like what we were talking about with like good and bad sets before we hit the record button and everything. Dude, last week, so I did the Sleeping Panther open mic, which is right before Fort Worth Hyenas. It's like this bar that's like 10 blocks away or 6 blocks away or something, downtown Fort Worth. So you get 10 minutes, which is why I wanted to do it, because it's a nice opportunity to do like a 10-minute set and shit.
Yeah, stretch your legs.
Yeah. So, dude, they bark before they start, right? Which is cool. So there was 3 people because it's down the street from a hotel. So sometimes people are staying at the hotel. They're coming back to the hotel from dinner. They have nothing to do. Come in, see a free comedy show, right? So the 3 people come in, and nice people. It was like a guy and his wife, and I think it was like adult son, I think, if I remember right, all together. And they come in, sit down. Nice people coming in to see a free comedy show. Pretty cool, right? They just get barked in. And then I think there was like one other couple there, but I think they knew the host. Anyway, so we get started. There's comics in the back, and then there's like 5 people that are regular people up front, right? So they get up there. The 2 guys that are hosting kind of do a little comedy duo thing. with 2 like wireless mics. So I'm the first comic that signed up because I wanted to get out of there so I could go over to Hyenas. And dude, so they laughed at them because they were doing this whole like little exchange, like goofy back and forth thing. So I stand up there and the guy's wife, right? Once again, nice people. They definitely weren't like comedy fans though, because
They're just there to drink.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because when I stood up there, they were like, you know, like, hey, here's Crux, blah blah blah. I stand up there, and then they were like, fucking. The wife immediately goes like, "You're a comedian, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "No." You know what I mean? Because it's like, what did you expect a fucking fat clown to get up here? Like, what do you, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to see somebody who looked like a fucking who looked funny,
like Mr. Bean or something.
Yeah. They wanted to see like a character, basically.
Something like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, their perception was like very like TV comedy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you could tell. So immediately, no connection, right? No connection at all. And I didn't want to mess with them because it was like that whole etiquette, that like mic etiquette of like, okay, these people come in, they worked hard to bark them in. I'm the first guy. Do I want to like fry these people? You know what I'm saying? And like fuck with them or what? You know, I was trying to be considerate because it's like, bro, I'm the first guy. I don't want to burn. I don't want to be the guy that burned the audience, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You don't
know what I'm saying? Right? I was trying to be nice. So I didn't really talk to him too much because I wanted to, one thing I wanted to run through some of my stuff, some new stuff, some old stuff, because I had such a long set. I thought like, hey, this is an opportunity. So that's another thing I wasn't focused on. Anyway, so then there's other 2 people. Both of them, dude, both tables, the 2 and then the 3 people that came in. That the wife said, "You're a comedian?" Dude, they just stared at. From that moment on, I was like, "This is gonna be fucking a long ass 10 minutes, bro," because they were just staring at me, dude. And I did my usual thing where I was like, "So anybody here have kids?" You know, just trying to establish some rapport, trying to recover some connection.
Yeah.
And dude, they just looked at me like. They looked at me like I was trying to solve, like they were trying to, like I was giving them a fucking calculus equation to solve, bro. Like they were looking at me like fucking, like you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. I know I set this camera up and wait, I can't even see Kyle. I'm like, oh my shit. I'm trying to like look around. But yeah, they were looking at me like just like fucking blank stare, bro. So then I tell my first joke, like normally does well. Nothing, dude. Just fucking like, huh. Like they looked at me like they were trying to figure out like, why is this guy doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like this guy should be like,
you're too handsome.
It's fucking funny, bro.
Tall, yeah.
It's fucking funny. They were just looking at me just the whole time like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the other 2 people that knew the hosts, they were like, fucking like, who is this fucking guy, dude? So I was just standing there. I'm like, this is great, dude. So like a couple of my jokes hit, like made a couple of comics in the back laugh and shit like that, whatever. But it was a bomb. It was straight up horrific 10 minutes. So, or no, they do like spin, like you spin the wheel and you fucking like pick a subject or whatever. So they did that. I forgot to fucking hit the timer. There we go. And then so I spun the wheel. The first wheel subject was fucking the dog. That was the first wheel like subject you had to riff on.
So they have suggestions. It's like
8 minutes. You do 8 minutes, and then you spin a wheel, which I wish I could have just done 10. But I didn't want to be a dick and be the guy that was like, no, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to be a good sport. So I'm
an artiste.
Yeah. So I got fucking the dog. You know what I mean? So I was like, fucking the dog is a lot like a first date. You don't know how it's gonna go, and then you try a different hole. I don't fucking know what I said, dude. And then like I spun it again, and I was just like, dude, hey, you know what? Thanks a lot, guys. It's been great. I didn't even try. Like I spun it, and I think the second subject was thugs. And I was just like, ooh. All right, so yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I'm Chris Crawford, like fucking, I'm out of here. We're gonna bring your host back up here, guys.
You also look like a cop. You could be a cop, and it would have gone bad. Trying to talk about thugs.
Well, I don't know about it. Maybe, but like
you had a mustache.
Maybe if I had a mustache. I think another problem was that I was kind of dressed. So normally I try to wear I know this sounds dumb, but like normally I try to wear lighter colors, like non-threatening colors. And that day I was dressed kind of like this, but with a hat also. Yeah. So I kind of looked like I could be like a door guy. Like I was the door. I think they thought I was the door guy because I was standing outside with the hosts next to the door. I think they thought I was a door guy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Arms crossed.
I probably was, yeah. And I was also tired, you know what I'm saying? But it was just hilarious, dude. Hilarious. I went and told everybody Hyenas about it because it was just like, just fucking stare. Like it wasn't even the material. I asked a question at the beginning of my set, and they were just like fucking what the fuck? It was hilarious, bro. It was fucking hilarious. It sucked, obviously, because it's never cool to bomb or anything, but it was just so bad that it was like funny because it was like, bro, this is definitely not me. This is these people reacting to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just funny. So yeah, that's something that happened to me this week. But fucking, you had that, and you were talking. We were talking outside when you were smoking, Kyle. You were talking about how you wanted to bring up Tups because that was cool.
Yeah. So there's a show. I guess they do this monthly now. This is the third or fourth time we've done it. It's like an how would you describe that? It's like outside, but not outside.
It's a big, you've done that one, right, Anthony? I assume? Yeah.
It's like, fuck, how do you describe it?
It's a big ass fucking brewery. Like it's
brewery. There we go.
It's a great crowd.
We knew that.
The thing, okay, yeah, for everybody like trying to give you a visual on this. Like, okay, so it's a brewery, but it's not like a small place. It's a giant open space with no like walls, no separations or anything. Like it's just big and open. It's got to be like what, like a fucking 50-foot ceiling or something at least. It's really, really high. You know what I mean? It's a big warehouse basically.
I look Asian, but I'm bad at math, so I'll take your word for it.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't bring out a tape measure, but that seems about right.
Yeah, dude. So like, it's a fucking high ass ceiling. It's a big warehouse basically that they stuck a brewery and a bar in. So like the positives of it is that there are like tons of picnic benches of people that are attentively listening. A lot of people attend it with the intention of listening to the monthly comedy show. So that's cool. But yeah, it's just very echoey. The acoustics in there are fucked. Because it's such a big room, you can't really hear yourself from the stage that well. So yeah, anyway.
But yeah, it was a really good show. So it's been obviously, if you're not in Texas right now, it's been very, very hot and humid here.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah. So I went in, it was 100 degrees outside. I walked, kind of got a park kind of far away, and I had to walk all the way there. I'm like, okay, it's like, I assume there'd be some shade. When I got in fucking inside, there was like 700 degrees in there. There was no AC. I was like actually thought I couldn't go up because I was going to have like a heat stroke. Oh, shit. I had to drink like 8 cups of water. But we talked to whoever runs the show, his wife, I think. Or does she run it? I don't know. But she was talking about, she's like, yeah, I know it's hot right now. We're going to get that AC turned on. And I'm like, oh, cool. We're going to do that tonight. She's like, no, in November, our new location. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh my God. Yeah. We're going to get by the way, she said we're going to get the AC turned on when it fucking gets cold out.
Yeah, I know. I know. Me and John Kelly were like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. John Kelly was on the show too?
Yeah, he was the host. But yeah, it was a really, I knew from you that it was a good experience, but like getting there, my bad like comedy spidey senses were like, okay, this is, the acoustics are terrible, you know. I didn't know if they were going to stay. 'Cause when I got there was still like a music act that went on before for some reason.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. And the guy took like 30 minutes to unpack his stuff and get off the stage. Yeah. But
did y'all start late?
Yeah, we started late, but like when we first started the show, I guess the people in the front weren't there to see it because they like walked out. So I'm like, oh, there's like no one in the first row of the picnic tables. But like the people in the second row were very attentive and they were laughing. And then a couple people moved into the first row. But yeah, it was great except for because of the acoustics. I have this joke where I whisper and like it didn't, there's no way to get through. But then I said afterwards, I'm like, that works better when there's lower ceilings, and they laughed at that. So like they understood.
That's great.
Like, I just didn't have the vocal talent to get that through.
I don't know about y'all, but like when the acoustics are bad or like it fucks with me on stage because that's what I worry about. I'm just like, is it like, could they hear me? Or like, I don't know if I can hear myself. And
no,
shit, like,
for sure. You don't want to be the guys like, is this thing on?
But sometimes you do that and you get a nice little cheap laugh. So.
That's true.
Hell yeah, dude. So wait, so you didn't host?
No, I didn't host.
Oh, shit.
It was John hosted. I didn't really know what to expect. John hosted, then Megan King went up, and then me, and then Arun, and then Todd did like 20, 25.
Oh, so you guys had more people. How much time did you do?
I did. Well, I had up to 15. Okay. So I was on track to hit 15, and like they liked me. So I was like starting to do like my abortion joke, and like I saw the look in their face, and I was like, I just kind of petered out of that one because I was gonna go a little bit further because I was like had time to fill up, but I was like, I was kind of like, you probably don't. I did they understood where the joke was going. They laughed, but like then I kind of saw that like I shouldn't go further, and I was like, McKinney probably doesn't like abortion, and they like shook their heads yes. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty
anyways,
far
my
out
penis
there.
is small.
So anyway, back to self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so you had like more of a packed show because when I hosted, I did 15, and then let's see, and then Jorge did 20, and then Andrew Deacon did like 25, and then Casey did like 45.
Oh wow.
So there were because I think you had. It sounds like you had an extra person.
Yeah. There were
yeah.
5 people total.
Right. Yeah, okay. Because I was about to say, dude, because I was assuming it was the same like amount of people as mine, and like I was assuming like, fuck, did you do like 25 minutes? Like, goddamn,
That
you
would
know
have been
what I mean?
nice, but
But yeah, it's an interesting place, dude. Like they're definitely listening. The thing that I learned about that place, like if I ever end up doing it again, is that when you're on stage, and I think you guys will agree with me, when you're standing on stage because of the acoustics of that place, you think that you need to be a little louder than you actually need.
Right,
To be. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you do need to speak up because it's not a club,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But you don't need to like yell because like when I got off stage and I was running the light and everything for everybody, like I was like, oh shit, yeah, you need to be a little loud, but you don't need to be super because then it's too loud, you know, and then you're like yelling at people, you know. It was fucking funny because like Jorge, like I'm cool with Jorge. Like I would say this if he was here or not. Like you know, he's a friend of mine, whatever. Yeah. So it's fine. But it was funny, and I think he would agree with me. When he went up for his set after me, he was like trying a bunch of new stuff out, and he was like, "Does anybody here shop at IKEA?" And like no one really responded. Like no one really like gave like an actual like yeah or like no or you know whatever. And he's like, I'm going to ask again, does anybody here shop at IKEA, right? And like still kind of no engagement. He's like, I'm not going to move on until somebody talks to me. Does anyone here shop at IKEA? Like fucking loud, dude, like fucking shaved head, like mad, like fucking, does anyone shop at IKEA? And fucking finally people raised their hands. He's like, okay, I can work with that or whatever. That was so fucking funny, dude.
Must have frightened the whites, you know?
Yeah.
Hispanic. So
Yeah, dude.
brown skin.
Yeah, he frightened him, dude.
Scared.
Confrontational, shaved head,
Yeah.
Hispanic dude. Like, it's fucking IKEA. It was fucking funny, dude, because he was just like, does anyone shop at IKEA? It was great, dude. It was great. That's cool, though. So it was a good time. You had fun.
yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I had a show in Arlington. It's not about me, right? I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not. I don't want to recap all of my shows and be like, oh, I guess we're out of time. We had this show at Arlington. That was a fun one because it was my first time, like
Oh yeah, how'd
being
that go?
the diverse person in the
Yeah.
show. Can I
Yeah,
say
it's
that?
a trip over there, right? When you're like
Yeah.
the one white dude.
Yeah. Well, technically 1.5 because Jordan J was there, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that was really cool. It was really cool, and I was like, it was kind of a weird room, so it wasn't like I was gonna kill, but I did pretty well. I held their attention for as long as almost anyone did because they kind of went out in and out, and people afterwards were like, "Oh, you were one of my favorites," whatever. So it was a good experience, and it kind of like made me realize like if I could do comedy in front of, you know,
In front of what, Kyle?
In front of
Any
black
crowd.
people, Kyle? Is that
Yeah.
what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Did you come in front of black? Did you acknowledge it? Did you talk about that when you went up there?
When I got on stage, I was like, I think I'm on the wrong show. And that kind of
That's
got a
great.
laugh.
That's great. Yeah, because I when I did my guest spot over there on fucking on Joel's show, like 2 months ago or whatever. Like I said, like, well, this guy doesn't look like the rest of the lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, goddamn, dude, we didn't know that diversity quota worked in reverse. Fuck. You know,
Right.
everybody was like fucking laughing. I'm like, you fucks. Anyway, so
Arlington's a dope room. I love it.
Yeah.
In the business, we call it an urban crowd.
in the business.
I love it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's more real, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you earn those laughs.
for sure.
So, anyways, next time.
We just fucking left you out to dry on that one, bro. We left you hanging
It's a
and
solid
drying.
point, at least. It's
That
not
was
that
fucking
interesting,
great,
but
dude.
it's
That was
true.
fucking funny, bro.
Do you have any more shows you want to talk
Yeah,
about?
do you have any
Kyle?
other shows you'd like to
Sorry.
recap
Well,
how they
the one
went?
that you got me on or helped me get on was dog shit. So
You want to talk about it?
Just firing shots, dude.
no.
It was like, and you were sober, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I was sober. I felt the non laughs.
I fucked up. I got too cocky, which is a horrible thing to do in comedy. Never get too cocky because it'll fuck you up. Because I was just like, oh, I got 5 minutes. I could do that easy. So I didn't put a set together. I smoked like a few minutes before I went up because I forgot there was 2 people ahead of me doing like 3 to 5 minutes. So I was just like, oh, fuck. Like after we smoked, I had to run in. And it's not good. I usually just do shows completely sober. If it's open mics, I'll be stoned because it doesn't matter. But I just fucking... There's also like not that much crowd, so it wasn't...
Yeah, emphasis on not that much crowd.
Cause like the past 2 shows we did, there was like 50, 60 people. It was packed. It was fucking awesome. That's what I was telling Kyle. I was like, I need to get you on the show and stuff. And I told you about it too. And of course, the third one, it bit me in the ass. And it was like, what, 15, less than 12 people? It was fun. I had fun. I was like just chit-chatting with the crowd and doing silly jokes. Even though I hated that, like I set up some jokes and I never went back to them because I completely forgot and I ran out of time. So, yeah, that's my story.
Oh, yeah, dude. I can't believe, dude, I got to hand it to you, though, man. Everybody else who fucking smokes weed and gets on stage, whether it's an open mic or a show, because I haven't smoked, I haven't gotten high on anything in so many fucking years. That, dude, if I had one hit of weed, especially as strong and advanced as the shit is now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, like, I wouldn't go on. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go inside. No, I wouldn't go inside. I can't. No, I'm leaving. I wouldn't even talk to anybody. I'd probably go get in my car and drive away. Actually, I probably would be too freaked out to drive. So I'd probably just walk away and like go get something to eat somewhere or drink until I calmed down.
Yeah.
Like it would be the last thing, I guarantee you, bro, I wouldn't go on stage.
Like,
I would not go on stage.
Some people could do it. If I felt like I can't sometimes if I'm prepared. I didn't prepare a set until like a minute before I went up. And I was like, oh, I should have did more serious. Because I was also hoping that there was going to be a bigger crowd so it could be like easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got to give Kyle a cool intro though. So that was fun.
That I immediately squandered.
What did you do? How'd you fuck it up?
Oh, yeah.
By bombing?
Oh, I thought you meant like you went up there and went like,
No,
yeah,
he
fuck
gave me
that guy, fucking bitch.
No.
I set the expectations too high.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were like, this guy's a fucking amazing comedian. He's fucking hilarious. Did you do like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
I got you.
He made it seem like fucking Chappelle was about to come on stage.
We got a very special treat.
Mentioned as funniest person with a day job in Plano House of Comedy. Shout out listeners. Kyle's a finalist.
Kyle's a finalist, and for the folks listening, you have to understand, okay, before we bring him on stage, Kyle, you have to understand, Kyle not only is a finalist 2 years into comedy with the funniest person with a day job contest. Did you hear what I fucking said? I said the funniest person with the fucking the funniest person with a day job comedy competition finalist. However, also he's a bit of a contest whisperer.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done several competitions where he's come out on top.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's really the alpha energy that he brings.
Right,
It's
I
the
really-
outspoken, just
when I walk in the room,
overwhelming
yeah.
confidence.
Everyone's like, no, I don't have a chance. I melt in front of this.
Dude, I mean, people just
Heartthrob
hand
of comedy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you showed us, I had egg on my face. Like the first round, when he named the people you're with, I was like, oh, dude, sorry, buddy. But you fucking made it. I was super proud of you, dude.
Made it,
Thank
dude.
you.
And then you made it and made it again. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah. I love you, man.
Thank you. I was just gonna like fuck around. That took a very like sincere,
No, yeah,
emotional direction.
This is fucking,
All right.
yeah.
Thrown out.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is fucking great,
To be
dude.
fair, I don't like. I think that competition was like a good one. I think most competitions are bullshit. So like, I wouldn't want anyone to think I was good or bad because I won like bringer show competitions.
That was
the
the Comedy Arena one. Have y'all done that? Or,
Yeah.
no, you've done it.
Yeah.
I did it twice.
Okay, you won both.
He won
Yeah,
both.
I did.
Yeah. I fucking made it to the last, where it's just up to when I did the showdown. I did fucking, I made it to the last, where it's like you and the one person, right?
Yeah.
So I made it all the way to the end, and I was up against Derek Cakeley. And dude, I just flat out, because I think you do a cumulative total of 15 minutes,
Yeah.
right, with all the rounds. So I did, in terms of off the top of my head, like perfectly worked out shit, I didn't have that much time, right?
Yeah.
So like I ran out of shit to say, right? So I'm up there and I'm like 2 minutes into my 5 minutes that I get on that last round. And I just was like, so yeah, like you guys know, jobs. And I'm blanking
Things
out.
you do for money.
Dude, and then somehow, even though I was extra stupid with that round, which I wouldn't have voted for me in that last round because I ran out of shit, A. And then B, I fucking somehow decided to keep fucking talking all the way up till minute 5, and I couldn't see the clock because I didn't have my contacts in, and the clock is super small.
Yeah.
And I got cut off by the music. So I was like, bro, this guy was talking about nothing for 3 minutes, and he fucking cut off on time. So then Derek had, he's been doing comedy for 10 years. All he had to do was go out there and fucking do 5 more minutes of what I'm sure he has probably at least like 30 minutes, if not more, right?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
So he just did more time and was funny.
Yeah.
Right? And then fucking won. So I was like, dude, I would have voted for him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
But it was cool because at the end he was like, how are you even doing it? And I was like, dude, in June. So like now he's like, it'll be a year. And he was like, dude, you got some fucking good shit. Like for a year, that's fucking cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, so can I win then? Can I have your title? And then he was like, no.
Can I get half that money?
I think my strat that I got for the second one was like, I had one good joke that I kept until the end because even if I blanked out on the rest of my last minute, like I know I can end with a laugh.
Yeah.
But like I did kind of stretch some other stuff, but like they were vibing. I don't know. They fucked with me.
I felt like a fraud on the one I won and stuff. Cause
you won one?
Yeah.
Why'd you feel like
I
a
didn't
fraud?
even know that.
Wow, what was that? You won one?
Oh, well, I was excited until I found that out. Fuck. Just handing out participation trophies.
It was because like the other comics I was on with were like less than a year or two, so I was like the one with like most experience. So I just had to trick 15 people, even though I only brought like one person. The other comic that she had like her family. She was really funny. Name dropper Bridget. She's a good kid. Good funny comedian. And like I wasn't expecting to win at all, but I did the jokes. I was just being silly. I tricked 15 people. They voted for me, and
I
won $15.
What is this modesty,
Yeah.
bro? I fucking walked in there and tricked people. You were better. You were funnier, bro. You were more
You
experienced.
don't win by accident.
Generally, 90. Would you say like 95% of the time when it comes down to like when it comes down to competitions or just flat out like if people are judging people on who's funnier, usually time comes down to experience, bro. Like a lot of the time, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody there is taking it seriously for a certain consistent amount of time, whether it's like 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, usually the person who's been doing it longer is going to win, right? Like generally speaking.
Yeah.
I think up to a certain point, maybe like everybody who's like 5+ years or maybe like 7 to 10+, I think after that, it's kind of like, okay, everybody's kind of on a similar plane after that, right? Like you never stop getting better, right? But still, like if you got enough period, like a time, then like you're at a certain level as opposed to doing it for a year or like, like 6 months or like 2 years or whatever,
Yeah, for sure. Cause I'm pretty sure most of them like blew their time within like the second round or so.
Right.
Right.
Well, like they could still like go on, but it's not going to be as tight as, how I had it, which wasn't even that tight, but I was just being silly.
That's great, dude.
It was fun.
That's awesome. So I didn't know you that well up until very recently. So one thing I noticed, like when you posted online, did I read that right? You were thinking about quitting or something? Were you serious about that? You said like I almost called it quits or something?
Oh, I think about that weekly.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know what I'm talking about? Like maybe several months ago, you posted something where it was like almost quit, but then went back in and here I am loving it again or something along those lines.
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of Joey.
No, no, I'm not thinking. Joey's been on the podcast before.
Joey Johnson, word up, used to go by Joe Coffee.
He did?
Comedy. Yeah.
He did?
I knew that
Sorry,
somehow.
Joe. No, I'm gonna jerk Joey off real quick. He was the first dude I like.
You say I'm
hit
gonna
up
jerk Joey off real quick? What did you say?
verbally. he was the first person I hit up before I started comedy
Oh hell yeah!
in the scene. So like I have a lot of love and respect for him. And
He's a fucking cool guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking really good comic, and then like the fact that he like gives like that he's really nice to newer people and shit. That's really cool.
Yeah, he's
him,
a,
Mikey B, and John Brown.
Mikey B's the shit. Also,
comedy
John Brown's the
papas.
shit. Those guys are fucking great. All three of those dudes.
So
John Brown's
felt
funny
lucky.
as fuck.
All three of them are very funny and very cool.
Yeah, Mikey. And I didn't say to him in particular to say like I wasn't saying.
No, I get what you're
They're
saying.
all really funny. All right.
They're all cool.
Everybody has already established that you're kind of a prick, Kyle. So everybody knows. You put that out there, bro.
Tom Murphy was telling me I should start like saying really mean things in like my quiet voice.
You do seem very catty.
Yeah.
How do you pitch that to you? Yeah, I think. Hey, if you're just a kind of a fucking prick, but you said it in your kind of meager, mousy tone, I think that'd go over well with the crowd.
Yeah, it's a perfect Tom.
It's an okay Tom. It's an okay. I love doing Tom. My parents love Tom, bro. His episode. Oh, dude, like. My fucking mom and my stepdad were like, "Who's that Tom Murphy guy? That guy's fucking great."
Yeah.
He's a killer. So I was telling him.
He was when I started.
It was on the podcast. It was like they saw his set.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
This episode is where we talk about other comics.
Right. He was the first person I saw, like probably at Hyenas, or it might have even been that open mic in Garland that was around like 2 years ago. But he was the first person I saw that I was like blown away with. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, I'll never be as good as this.
Yeah, I've seen him.
And now I'm better. No, I'm
Tom's
just
fucking
I've seen him bring dead rooms back to life.
That's fucking great, dude. That's
A lot of
fucking
those
great.
late nights at Hyenas and shit. And be like, oh yes. And it's,
okay.
my bad.
I'm sorry.
Especially that.
I guess
like,
it's my fault.
well, that I could like follow him. It's like, oh, thank you, dude. You brought the crowd up.
Yeah.
I'm, like, tired as fuck. So,
Dude, you know what I did to dude, Tom's great. I fucking love Tom. Yeah, dude, shout out to Tom. He's going to be back on here a bunch of times if he ever learns to wake up before 7 p.m. That's been a problem with getting him back here. But so anyway, dude, you know what I did that was funny talking about other comics and shit? So Jordan Jay is a friend of mine, fucking great. You know, I love Jordan. Been on a few different shows with him. I texted him one time because I was like, hey, I feel like I like positive reinforcement. I like to do like sincere positive feedback to my friends. So I sent him a text because so many people I've heard behind his back positively talking about him. He's come so far. He's so funny. He's developed so much in so little time. He's good, right? So I texted him like, dude, everywhere I go, people are just talking positively about you and your comedy, dude. It's fucking awesome, right? So I texted him back, and I'm thinking like he's gonna fucking suck my dick back, right? I'm thinking like, oh yeah, man, you're fucking great too. I'm thinking like I'm gonna get it. Like that's not the reason why I texted him back, but I was thinking he's gonna give me a little bit back, right? And he just went fucking, thanks, bro. I was like, God damn it, dude.
Damn.
That was so fucking funny, dude.
damn, you should confront him and be like, hey, what the fuck?
Hey, what the fuck? You're supposed to kind of get
Right.
like that'd be that's such a horrible thing. Like, hey, bro, I thought you were gonna kind of, you know.
I thought you were going to tickle my balls back. Man.
Yeah, dude, I thought you were gonna fucking tickle my balls a little bit, bro. Yeah, dude. So that was fucking funny. He was like, "Thanks, man. I'm trying." I was like, "God, you motherfucker!" It was funny. It was funny. But yeah, fucking okay. So I guess we're a little bit in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this new section I've been fucking with called "It's Time for Things That Pissed Me Off." That's where the fucking audio goes in right there. I put it in post, right? So that's why there's the pause.
I think Family Guy did a thing similar called.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out the old cartoon that sucks now.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
true.
Ooh, controversial.
So the thing that pissed me off is a letter I got in the mail today. I was in Austin the weekend before this last weekend, and I parked in a fucking parking lot to do the this open mic downtown. So I parked in the parking lot real quick, and you're supposed to pay to park there, right? It's downtown. Jam in there, fucking park. I tried to use the app to pay because I was kind of in a hurry and I didn't want to take my card out and all that stuff. So I try to do the app and it's not responding. Like it's not letting me pay for the spot. My app is not working, right? So I was like, dude, you know what? I'm not even going to be parked here for a long time. I'm going to be here for like way less than an hour, right? So I went in there, got my spot, did my 5 minutes, popped out, got in my truck, drove out of the lot, right? Got a letter in the mail today saying like, hey, you know, we saw you were parked here from this time to this time. Once again, like 30, 40 minutes, you know, and they're like, and you didn't pay. You owe us $90, right?
Jeez.
So I was like, dude, that's way too fucking expensive. You know what I mean? So like, I was like, dude, how are you guys? It's so obvious that there's no way that it costs that, right?
Yeah.
To park there for that small amount of time. So I just like the fact that they just whack you like so high because they think, I'm sure there's a good percentage of people that'll just see that. And then some people are going to just pay it.
Yeah,
Some
for
people,
sure.
right? But then they said, if you want to dispute it, you need to email us. So I emailed back and I was like, dude, come on, guys. Like, you can see your timestamp on the fucking letter says that I was there for like 30, 35 minutes or whatever. Like, you know, I wasn't even there that long. You know, let's work something out. I'm happy to pay for the time that I've been there. You know what I mean? But come on, dude. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Fucked, dude.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's
Well, it's like the original price, like $15 less than
something. Yeah, because I'm sure. I think I can't remember if it went by night or by time because I didn't really look. I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
But there's no way if it was $90 to park there and I overlooked it. That's fucking crazy. And I've never. Austin's way cheaper than LA, bro. You'd see that shit in LA for sure in some spots and neighborhoods, but even in LA, that's rare to charge that much for that little time.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I was just like, bro, let me work something out. I emailed him back and I was just like, you know, the app wasn't working and like I don't want to pay $90 for 35 minutes. So can we work something out? So I'm waiting to hear back from him. But so the first time I did this one on last week's episode, I thought my thing that pissed that one was way better. I thought the thing that pissed me off in the last episode, I thought it was going to be really good. And then when I started telling it, I was like, I sound like such a little bitch right now. Basically what it came down to is I was complaining about how a guy wasn't listening to me when I was talking. So I was like, I just started making fun of myself because Shiva and Eddie were like, that's it, bro. The guy didn't listen. I was like, he didn't listen to me. He wasn't listening when I was trying to talk to the guy. So I can just making fun of myself. So anyway, that was a little better.
Dare they?
Yeah. So yeah, either one of you guys go, whatever pissed you off.
Kyle, what pissed you off?
Well, like I said, I had a weird week. I have one thing. It's like more of a concrete story. I don't know how much I can tell about this, but names redacted, of course. So I work at a comedy club. There's another person that does comedy that works there too. That also does
one of three people.
Yeah. So
folks at home
no, it's
don't know,
not
so.
even. It's not negative towards him. I'm not saying he pissed me off. What I'm saying is, so there was a certain headliner that came in this weekend. You might know him for
stealing jokes or something.
theft of jokes, yes, and having a fake ethnic name. And so like the guy that works there on his Instagram stories, he was talking about how this comedian spit a loogie on stage, went like 3 hours over his time, was disrespectful to the staff and stuff.
Yeah.
It was on he only has like 300 Instagram followers, so like 100 people, whatever, saw his story. Somehow someone snitched or something, and it got back to Carlos and his management.
You just said his name and you're trying to keep it all anonymous.
Oh shit! Damn it!
You put so much work, even though anybody who knows comedy knew exactly who the fuck you were talking about.
I don't know.
But then you just destroyed that whole fucking pussyfooting around. That
I
you
know.
Did.
Oh my god!
If you really care, I can edit it out. Obviously.
No, I don't. I just because of the nature of the story, I'm like, oh, now these people are
Listen,
snitching and
Carlos
listening
Mencia,
into stuff.
That was just so funny. You're like, look, this guy who may or may not do this and this and that. And then you're like, so anyway,
Oh
Carlos.
my god!
Listen, this is all on Kyle. I'll still open up for you. I don't care.
I mean, I would work for him anytime. Yeah, great guy. But yeah, so I was about to say the name of the guy that worked there. Just
we know.
completely ruined. Yeah.
Just completely fuck up the whole fucking thing.
But yeah, somehow he had a couple of negative Instagram stories. Somehow someone snitched or found out. People are thinking maybe it's a vengeful comic or someone. Well, there has to be someone that knows that the headliners.
knows.
Well, some people think it's me because this person and I butt heads, but it wasn't me.
Yeah.
But this person talked to the GM. This management talked to the GM, and the employee that works the door almost got fired because of it.
Oh damn.
At least he had a couple people in his corner, so he didn't get fired. But he was in pretty serious trouble. Which is weird that I don't just like annoy like.
Yeah,
Is there even that big of a deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not like literally like 100 people saw it. So people were wondering how would he find out about that, and if there's any sort of
Was it the drunk lady he got
subterfuge
yelled
coming
at?
out. It might be that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, this person.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Sorry, bro. Fuck.
I am getting animated. You say we're the most soft spoken. Now I'm really
Dude,
bringing
like,
it.
don't hit anybody, bro. We're cool. Fucking
Comfortable now.
I mean, there's an argument. Of course, if you're an employee and you're working, you shouldn't be trashing the person that's working there, even if it's someone that's, you know.
It's the person that's causing you to have a
unscrupulous.
shift and like giving you customers. Yeah, so like you shouldn't trash them. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Real quick, did he really go on for 3 hours?
Yes, he did. Apparently, because when I
Lucky
worked
fans.
the next,
I think I
couple
saw that
of
on
nights.
Instagram actually that he went on.
yeah,
Spit a
he's
loogie in the-
notorious for that. He's notorious for going like 2 to 3 hours overtime. Like the crowd wants to leave, obviously the staff wants to leave.
Yeah.
But when you're doing other people's material, you never run out of it, right?
Jesus.
Listen,
He was a
edit
nice
his
guy to
name
me.
out.
All right.
You got a lot of editing to do.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be 4 minutes of just beep.
Redact
so-
the story.
Okay, so then they almost got interested. So this pissed you off?
Oh, I don't even care that much, but I was thinking,
It's some good gossip for us to know.
it would have been funny if he got fired.
Oh, it has
actually,
to be
but
personal. That's-
No, but I have a lot of other minor beefs and resentments, but
Okay.
I don't think any of them would really be a story.
Well, I complained about how a guy wasn't listening to me last week. So,
Okay.
like in anything. I mean, yeah. So I mean, if that didn't even really piss you off, then I mean, you don't have anything that actually.
Really hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get pissed
It's
off.
if you don't have anything, that's fine. I mean, that was a good enough story.
Yeah, that's
All
fun.
right.
Shout out Carlos Mencia.
I don't know.
Hey,
I
That's
just-
good. It's good. It's good.
Let me open for you.
Good stuff.
I'll open for anyone.
Well, now he's opening for your story, bro. So what do you got?
I ain't got shit, dude. Pissed me off. It's just normal traffic thing. People need to learn how
Tell,
to
dude. People
drive.
love that. What's up? What's the traffic thing?
I'll tell this one other story. I was going to this traffic based. I was going to this my friend's like birthday party and shit. It was like driving up somewhere in Fort Worth or somewhere. And like I accidentally cut someone off, like I switched lanes, and they were like, I'm horrible at telling stories. Thank you for letting me be part of your worst episode.
No, it's
I think we're
dude.
killing
It's
it.
fun. No, it's fun. I'm telling you, you guys are killing it, bro.
Super self conscious.
You guys are good.
So like I accidentally cut this dude off.
Hurry up.
And I was just like, oh shit, my bad. And this dude goes on the side of me and then tries to like run me off the road, like starts like trying to ram into me. Luckily my exit was there, but I've never experienced that ever. And it like freaked me out. But a part of me was just like, I need to go follow that guy and fight him. But that's just a Latino.
Not
in
in
me.
Texas.
But no, I was like, he'll probably shoot me. I got to go to this party.
Yeah.
No, that is fucking crazy, bro. It
And I was
is.
just like, I can't believe people do that shit. They don't use their blinkers and like a lot of, I don't know. It's just basic shit that's been.
No, I agree though. I agree. And my funny traffic thing that I had, like, so my best friend, so I got sober a long ass time ago. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just doing a lot of drugs, got sober. He stayed in that life, right? When I like made a change, right? When we were really young. So then years later, he got sober, but you know, it was years later. So he'd racked up a bunch of no-show drug court charges, and, you know, he had warrants, and, you know, fucking gotten a few gnarly car accidents.
Yeah.
So he had like a record, and he had some, you know, he had a resume on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the time he got sober. So he wasn't allowed to drive because he got his license taken away way before he got sober. He had to go to jail to fucking, you know, kind of face the music on his outstanding warrants and stuff. So he did all that shit, cleaned up, went to fucking driving school, went through probation and all that shit, and finally got his license, right? So he got his license. He got a car. So he was like, hey, dude, all these years of you driving me around to meetings, driving me around everywhere, fucking restaurants, whenever we hang out, I haven't had a car for years. I'm driving you around. When we hang out, we're getting in my car, I'm going to drive you, right? I was like, cool, that's cool, nice gesture, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had not realized, because I hadn't been in the car with him for so long, you know, and now he's a full-blown, you know, adult in his fucking late 20s, early 30s. I'm like, fuck, I forgot how dude, this guy has the worst road rage ever. So it took like 2 trips into driving where I'm like, it's cool, I'll go back to driving, dude. Like literally the most minor fucking things, dude. He's like, God damn it, you fucking bitch. just laying on the fucking horn like, how did you fucking go? I'm like, dude, he'll fight like some random Armenian dude at a stoplight and get out of his car and try to fight it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I'll cuss,
Settle down.
but like I'm not gonna be doing like all that crazy shit. I'd be like, what the fuck? But then I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, me too, because I don't have that bug. Like, I definitely am not perfect. I got things that I do, you know, that I have my things that set me off, or my little things that annoy me or make me like picky. Driving and road rage is not one of them, dude. Like, someone cuts me off in traffic, I don't care. Someone merges into my lane, needs to get in, I let them in, I don't care. People do things that kind of, I'm like, oh, that's crazy, you know, but it doesn't like piss me off. It doesn't bother me. And certain people just have that road rage bug, dude, where it fucking sets them off, you know?
They try to like chase people down and all that bullshit. It's like, I ain't trying to do all that.
No. Plus, dude, especially in Texas, bro, like everybody's got a fucking gun in their car. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have a gun in their car, you know?
I'm going to switch it up. This didn't really piss me off, but it made me feel super uncomfortable. I'm going to tell the story because it happened yesterday. So, like, my parents, they live in Oklahoma now, and they have these neighbors they've been friends with forever. They're good family friends and whatnot. The husband died recently, and I apparently he's asked for me and stuff, and I feel like an asshole that I didn't get to see him when he was alive. Like, I tried to, but he was, like, flown to the hospital and whatnot, bumming everyone he's dead. But my mom was just like, come on, we go see the ladies to show her respects and stuff. And I did not want to, because first I barely remember them, so it's just like it's sad and like that because like I don't remember like the good shit he did for us. Sounds fucked up, like it sounded like an asshole. But I was just like, I just felt super uncomfortable like being in there, like going to their house and just being like, yeah, like I'm sorry your husband's dead. Like you're telling me these stories I don't remember.
Is that what you said? Is that how you said it?
No. Well,
sorry your husband's dead.
I said it more like, lo siento que pasó tu esposo. Because they're Hispanic, so I did it in Spanish.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were casting a spell.
Gave him a hug and stuff, but like a lot of it was just like sitting there in silence. I don't know. I get weirded out with like death in general. It's just like uncomfortable, and like when uncomfortable stuff happens, I tend to smile a lot. And I was trying not to, because then you're like, "What's this kid laughing at?" It's like my husband's dead. There's candles. We're supposed to be here to pray, and I'm not like super religious, but it was just like, I don't know. I did not want to do it, but my mom dragged me out, and I'm just venting. This again, I'm horrible at telling stories.
No, it's fine, man. It's cool.
Why I do quick jokes on stage.
Dude, my thing.
My same thing. Yeah. Interesting. The two worst storytellers. Yeah. All right. My story is like,
Great fucking podcast, guys.
Yeah.
They're exposing
No,
our
dude,
weakness.
like, I get the same way, though, dude. Like, when I'm in those situations where I'm not supposed to laugh, immediately in my head, I just think, like, God damn it, dude, I want to laugh right now. It's so hard not to laugh. I get put in those positions a lot.
Yeah, it's just
you know
like,
what I mean?
Like, it's bad that, I feel bad for her that she's alone now, or she has her kids, but I'm also just like, I don't know what to say. Like, I also like saying, like, I'm sorry for your loss. Like, it's like a weird thing to say to someone. It just became something you say. Become like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Catch me on stage.
I'm bad at telling stories. I'm also bad with words. By the way, I'm gonna be at DCC this week, dude. Well, that fucking took the air out of this shit. Death and fucking depression. That's great.
That's what the material's been about lately.
I have one more. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna talk about.
Go ahead.
Kyle has another show he wants to tell us about. So
No.
I was gonna tell you.
Sorry,
all about
I'm on the phone with my agent right now.
So I got to open for Hans Kim.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Have you heard of him? You've done a show with him too.
I sure did. That was a good show.
All three
It
of
was
us.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of.
Crux
Do you
is
think he
done.
remembers any of us?
No.
I can't tell, bro, because he's so cryptic.
Yeah.
He's so cryptic, dude.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, nice
No,
dude.
he's nice for
nice
sure.
dude.
Fun. Yeah. Anyways, the show. Open for a country band. Yeah, they're fucking nice. I was gonna tell.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
No, most people don't need AA. They
Right.
don't need that
Well, this
level of
person
abstinence.
does.
Right. Some people do.
I mean,
Right.
they need to stop drinking. Not that they need AA in particular, but
Right. No, I got you. Because people will tell me that shit all the time. They'll be like, fucking, yeah, man, I got to. I'm like, well, hey, you might not need to go to that extreme. Me personally, I know enough about myself at this stage of my life that I know that I have to, because I'm like an all or nothing guy. Like smoking too, even smoking. I'm either a pack a day guy or I don't smoke. And I've tried to like give myself, I try to be like delusional and try to convince myself that I could be like that guy. I've had friends like this. They got one cigarette, they throw the pack in the glove box of their car, they forget about it. You know what I mean? Have one a month later. I can't do that. You know?
Yeah, I feel like I got like blessed somehow of like being able to do stuff in moderation,
Right.
and not be like fiending for stuff.
Yeah, you don't have a spiritual complex. There's nothing lacking. Like you
Yeah.
can just move on and do it. It's just kind of like, that's what I try to describe to people. Like when they're like, man, well, I don't understand. Like what's it like? Like alcoholic and stuff like that. Like what do you think it is? I'm like, bro, think about this, dude. What it is just, that happens to be my thing. You know what I mean? Like this is what I need to do to like take my mind off it. Because now at this stage of my life, I don't really even think about it. Like if people want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Like, and I am sober and stuff. Or like other people that are sober, like Kyle, like obviously we'll mention it, but we don't sit there and just talk about it all fucking night. Because it's like, I try to equate it to people like, dude, if you have a peanut allergy, right? Or you have if you're allergic to like, fucking shellfish or something, you just don't eat it, right? You don't fucking think about it, all night long and shit. And you don't talk about it all the time. It's just kind of like, it's a thing that I can't have. Yeah. Right. Because, and it's obviously a little bit more complex than that because, it's substance abuse and drinking. So, it's not like you break out or die instantly, but, you eventually will die and your life goes to shit. Yeah. So it's similar to that in the sense that like, if you need AA or, any kind of 12-step program and you work it correctly the way you're supposed to, it gets pushed to the side where it's not a problem for you anymore. You don't even think about it. It's just like, hey man, I know I'm not supposed to have peanuts, or I know I'm not supposed to have crab. You know what I mean? Because it's that kind of thing. You know,
so if you do a little, it'll be like overboard.
There's no such thing as a little. Yeah, like if I had a beer tonight, like I could probably like force myself to have a beer tonight to go, yup, I did it. You know what I mean? But like, just like let's say like you have sushi or something, like you just have it. You don't think about like, I only had one roll. Like you just have it, right? That's how normal people react to alcohol. They don't think about, I just had one. You think like, I guess. You know what I mean? You just don't think about it, right? Yeah. That's how normal people react. Me, I'd be like, I'm gonna have one. That's it. Just gonna have one. And like convince myself. But what would happen is eventually then it would be two, and then it would be some like, Coke, and then it would be fucking, and then whether it took like 6 months, a year, 2 years, I'd be strung out on heroin again eventually. You know what I mean? That's where the road would end for me. That's what it would eventually happen.
Were you also on heroin, Kyle?
I was not.
No. What was your drug of choice that you still haven't told me?
I've talked about this, haven't I? I had a problem with Adderall. And then other pills, but that was like the one that got me. That got me in the game.
You fucking nerds.
Did you snort it or did you just swallow?
I usually swallowed it, but like I snorted it sometimes.
Dude,
I had the worst. I was like, I'm not good at. I had like a mortal and pestle, and I was like, it all just like stayed in my nose. I'm like, I didn't grind this hard enough.
Dude, I snorted Adderall my first time with this girl that had been doing it a bunch of times when I was 16. That was the first time I tried Adderall. So I went to her apartment that she had her own apartment because like her boyfriend was like over 18 and he was at work, and I was thinking to myself like, yeah, maybe I can fuck her while he's at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I went over to her house. You know what I'm saying? We're both 16. I'm delusional, right? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm over there. I'm thinking like, hell yeah, bro. Maybe I'll get to fuck this chick. Anyway, so we end up we just smoke weed and then do Adderall, and it was my first time doing it, right? So it was like this little orange footballs. I don't even know what it looks like now. This is fucking 2000, early 2000s, right? So it was like footballs, like little footballs, whatever, like orange powder. I still remember that. So then snorted it, immediately started feeling the effects. I'm not really an upper guy, but like I liked the initial feeling of being on Adderall, but like my choice stuff that I evolved with my drug use over time was downer stuff, right? Like heroin and like fucking like pills and shit like that. Well, but I did the funny thing about it though is real quick. I did the Adderall, right? So I was up, I was zooming all night. I was fucking like talking real fast, like nonstop talking to people, breathing, like rocking back and forth, and like really having a good time. But then my buddy, we went to go get some beer. Like I left her place, and like I was partying with some other friends later that night. And one was like, "Yeah, so you're on Adderall right now?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, yeah, And then he was like, "Yeah, it makes your dick small." And I thought he meant forever. I didn't know he meant like while you're on it, kind of makes you a little limp, right? So I was like, what? It does? And he's like, well, while you're on it. And I was like, oh fuck, thank God.
What were y'all's Adderall hobbies?
Well, a lot of
studying.
It sure was not.
That's like the normal people thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I was getting like, cause it was like after like I wasn't in school at the time. I got like really addicted. So like I would go on like these wild like deep dives into things that don't matter and no one cares about. Yeah. I was really into like numbers and like math, and like I thought I like was like coming up with formulas. I was really into baseball statistics too. I still kind of am. I'm nerdy about like numbers, but like this was to like an extreme. It sounds really, really stupid when you think about it. But also, what do I say? The sexual component. The irony of it is that it makes your dick small permanently in my case. So,
Just stay that way.
but it makes you so horny. So it's like a weird where you're just like jerking off your little nub.
Yeah.
Doesn't really get hard. Takes about 48 hours to finish. You need a lot of free time. Or because I was doing like
Getting
10
cranked
times the like prescribed dose. So
Fuck.
I was in it
Popping them.
just popping them. Yeah.
Popping them.
My hobby is when I do Adderall is just play guitar.
That's
For
a good
hours
hobby.
and stuff.
That's
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty
You at least
cool.
you got better at
But
something.
I
I didn't get better
tried.
at shit.
I tried meth before I did Adderall.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Again, I'm more of a downer guy.
Yeah, me too.
Like I don't like my heart being like caffeine fucks me up.
Really?
So like I can only have like a little bit and stuff because
I love caffeine, but meth. I tried it 3 times to make sure I didn't like it. I didn't like it any of those 3 times, bro. Any of those 3 times.
there was times where I felt like dirty, but it might have been like shitty meth. But like I had an ex whose like mom was a meth head. She's doing good now. I don't think she'll ever listen to this, but she's a beautiful mother. She
You didn't
has
say her name.
kids.
Alright. I'm sure it'll come up. by
She's
the end of the story.
responsible and stuff.
She also works at the Addison Improv. Did a whole Instagram thing. Almost got fired last weekend.
She was at a certain comics show.
Yeah.
Went on for 3 hours. But like I'm really proud of her. But when we were dating, she was like, a bad family life, and her mom was on it. And then the first night doing it was wild. She like brought some up, and we like crushed and snorted it instead of smoking it. And it just fucking burned. And I remember I went with her and her friends. Some lesbians probably. We're just driving around. This sounds awful. I was like 14 at the time. We're driving around and like basically carjacking, like opening, checking cars if they're open and like stealing shit. I was like, I don't like this. This is not fun. And this is crazy. And then one time I ended up smoking it with her mom. But that's something like I could do. Like I don't do it every once in a while, but like I guess I'm bad at like turning down drugs. Because like if it's there and it's free, then I'll be like, sure, why not? Like whatever it is, because that's how I've ended up doing like heroin and stuff, and I did not like heroin at all. I don't know.
Fucking loved it.
Really?
Loved heroin, bro.
It just the first hit I would admit was fucking beautiful. I felt like a nice warm blanket. It was nice. And then I got greedy. I asked my friend. I was like, let me get another one, and I remember him like laughing, and he gave me too much of like a fat hit. And it was just nodding.
How'd
off.
you
My
do
face was itchy. The aluminum foil.
Oh, you fucking smoked it?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
come on,
inject
pussy.
it.
Fucking go all in.
Needles.
Shoot that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot that shit. No, I mean,
I'll try it out next time.
yeah, dude. No, man, it's. I think I can't remember. I think I smoked it one time, but yeah, I was fucking shooting the shit. You know what I mean? But I got Hep C.
Oh,
That.
from it?
Yeah, but I got cured. Luckily,
Oh, okay.
they came out with the pill that you take in 2015. So I got really lucky just the period of time I'm alive because I was diagnosed when I was 20. And they were just like, hey, we don't have anything for this right now, but just don't do interferon because it's going to be too like gnarly for your system and it doesn't always work. So they were like, look, you're really young, you're really healthy. Just hang out, wait, and then there probably will eventually be a cure. That's pretty much all they had to tell me at that point in time. So then fast forward to 2015 and they started coming out with all these medications. So luckily, I just took a pill for one a day for 3 months.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I was cured. In 2018 is when I actually took it for my kind. Is when it came out because they started doing the medications, started passing FDA in 2015. But then like my specific kind that I needed, I got it 2018. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty big miracle because just got lucky of the period in time when I'm alive and I was young enough to kind of wait it out. Because some people, I think the big problem with a lot of Hep C people that are drug addicts is like they do continue to do drugs. They don't know they have it, so they continue to destroy their liver. Because it's all about your liver, right? So most people that have Hep C, they die of like liver cancer, or they die of cirrhosis, right? Because it fucks your liver. So a lot of people will continue to drink and do drugs while they have it, so that like accelerates the deterioration of their liver. So then, when they get to be in their like 40s or whatever, then they start to have huge problems and it's kind of irreversible at that point. That's how a lot of people die from it.
Yeah.
So I got really lucky that I was sober for the bulk of having it, so that kept it at bay for a long time. And then right when it started to kind of ramp up, I took the pills. So I still test negative for it till this day. I can't. The one thing that kind of sucks, like I can't give blood still to this day because I still have the antibodies in my blood. You know what I mean? So like I wouldn't be allowed to, like if I went and tried to donate blood, they'd be like, hey, sorry, we can't use this. So I still can't do that shit. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, I am technically cured. So that's pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Can't spread it.
I can't spread it. It's also like spreading it in general. Like some people try to call it an STD and stuff. That's if you talk to like a doctor that specializes in like hepatitis of the liver, like a gastroenterologist, like they actually like because I had an actual GI doctor that was telling me like the breakdown of it. He studied Hep C for years and years and years, and he's like, if you have the same sex partner consistently, you have a 1% chance per year of giving it to them through sex. That's the same partner. So having sex with someone one time, like unprotected, it's very, 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 very unlikely you're going to give them Hep C. Like it's so unlikely because even if you have a consistent partner, it's 1% chance per year. You know what I'm saying? And I've been with my wife for like a total of dating and marriage. Like we've been together for 10 years and she's never gotten it, you know? My kids didn't get it. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's super hard. The only real way that you can get Hep C, pretty much, you got to fucking shoot intravenous drugs with somebody, like with the same needle. That's pretty much the only way you're going to get it. You know what I mean? So
there was talk about some wrestling, y'all wrestling.
I respect it. I respect it. We're trying to get our song licensed for a WWE thing right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're talking about it. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
NXT, do it. What was it? So there was like this like local wrestler. He got a lot of money out of it. He wrestled this guy named Abdullah the Butcher, who ended up giving him like Hep C. So he like was able to sue him.
How do you do that? Do you swallow some of his blood or something?
I think so.
Okay.
Because like the Abdullah the Butcher dude, he's always like stabbing people with forks and like bleeding and all over people. So he got that money.
That's probably how he got it. Interesting, man.
That would happen to me. I need some money. Anyways,
I mean, there's a cure now, so yeah. I mean, you could sue and just get off scot free. But yeah, no, it is interesting, dude. We got a lot of like for the music shit, for the We Are the Flesh shit. We get like a bunch of like Instagram, social media and stuff. We get like wrestlers or fighters, like MMA fighters, whether that like to use certain songs of ours for like their walkout music and shit like that.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I heard like with wrestling relative to the WWE. I don't know, like I respect that it's like a huge thing that people are fans of and stuff. And I have a lot of friends that are into it. My one friend that's really into it was telling me that there are a bunch of offshoot franchises that are coming up now, like that are like outside of the WWE.
Yeah, All Elite Wrestling, AEW. It's pretty awesome because they make it like an actual like sport. Like I don't know, it's more professional wrestling instead of like WWE, which is like more sports entertainment and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like they respect like the craft of it and like the art form, and it's like a lot cooler to see. And there's also like indie stuff that I love, like called Game Changer Wrestling, which I need to take y'all out. Y'all need to come next time they come.
Yeah, we should go.
To the show because like
check it out.
They do death matches where they hit each other with like tables, light tubes.
Just like the extreme shit, like the Cactus Jack fucking Japanese shit.
Yeah, like crazy shit. They're like bleeding and shit, and they'll have like security people, and the owner will come out and like block shards of glass from flying out. So you don't stand out. They lit a table on fire once. It's so fun because you could. Well, y'all are sober people now. Y'all still enjoy it, but for me, I could be like smoking in the venue and drinking and be like, yeah,
that's fucking cool, bro.
But anyways, if you have a problem with drugs, go to AA.
That's the fucking disclaimer.
I think it's not just that one person, and just like you probably had the same experience where like people are like so negative about it, but like somehow you're sober and it's about compassion. I'm not saying like I'm glad that these people are still struggling. People that are like very anti the program, anti everything. Like you keep ending up in the same position.
Yeah.
Like what's the...
Well, like with addicts, they I don't know. You need to take like the power yourself to like you're gonna want the help, because like I've had like friends that were like addicts and like a brother and shit, where it's just like, you know, you can't help anyone that doesn't want to help themselves. Essentially,
That's true.
The thing that I hate about
like
addicts is there's usually a lack of light and there's usually a draft, because when you get up there, you got to kind of fumble around.
Comedy. Oh yeah, this is a comedy podcast. Well, anyways, serious stuff. Woof. I am proud of you boys though.
All right, thank
Conquering
you.
your demons and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
I thought he was gonna talk about comedy. He's like, nah, dude,
No.
that's the addiction thing. You guys fucking suck. Good luck.
the praise. No, I think y'all are funny.
Oh, come on, man. Don't you took my Jordan J text story too seriously, dude. Too seriously, bro. I just wanted to say that because it was funny because that was like, so the thing in the thing about, like, not to fucking make a whole fucking chapter about this, but the thing that is, you know, when you are an addict or an alcoholic or whatever, it's the real things that what you learn is it's not about what you did, right? It's not about the heroin or the coke or the meth or the alcohol. It's about you. It's me. Like, I'm the problem. I'm gonna
Alcohol
have to,
is but a symptom.
it's just the symptom. Yeah, no, and that's what they say in the literature, as in the program. But it is true. It's like, it's me. It's my insanity, me being crazy. So that doesn't even manifest itself necessarily with substances, right? You take that away from me, I still am going to have the way that my mind works, which is kind of weird. I'm an abstract, like, not to say like I'm fucking crazy, bro. It's just the way I think about things. I guarantee on the level of like obsession and the level of like fucking paranoia and just the way that I focus in on myself, it's not how a normal person functions and thinks. You know what I mean? So like with the text, like talking about like with Jordan as a just an arbitrary example, that's me in my head thinking like, oh yeah, I want to say this because then he's gonna say that's the insanity right there. Like, thinking about like just how things are going to benefit me and me thinking one step ahead, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, that's like alcoholic thinking just without the drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
that
think
makes
for
any
me,
sense.
like
A little. I can't relate
Okay.
because I'm not an alcoholic.
But does that like the like obsessive? No, it's true though.
No,
That's-
but the obsessive thought. Yeah.
like the way that I think about things and the way that I react to things, it is because of like the insanity of actually being an alcoholic. Now, I live a constructive life because I don't I'm not doing those things.
Yeah.
But I still have to deal with my fucked up head and the way that I think about things, you know?
right. For me, it was like, cause actually like my like mental health like stuff and like compulsions and like I like eating disorder problems too when I was younger. Like that came before the
Adderall and all that.
yeah, like that was my initial like weird stuff I did and like problems I had like that was like the first problem I had, but like I wasn't really in the drug crowd when I was like pretty young. But like that became I didn't really work on that kind of stuff. I thought it was over, but I didn't work on it. It was still there. And then it manifested itself, I feel like.
Okay, for
and
sure.
like substances. But like you're saying, I still like notice myself. Like you got to, having like weird, like obsessive. My thing is like, I always think everyone doesn't like me. I'm having that problem now at work. I'm like, everyone here everyone here hates me. Like, they're all talking shit about me behind my back. And like my way to like cope with that before was to like, get fucked up to like
Not feel
zone out or like divert my attention, whatever my problem was. But like now I have to kind of face it, but like recognize, okay, that's like the fucked up part of me. I'm sure, hopefully they don't hate me.
Okay, yeah.
But then I found out they actually did hate me.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything bad about you guys.
Okay.
Wow, that's what somebody like you would say. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, it's fucking weird, bro. But I am glad that it is cool like getting that stuff out of the way early. You know what I mean? Because my dad never got it out of the way until he was in his 50s or maybe even older, maybe 60s. I can't fucking remember. But he was like, he fucking let that shit rule his life, his entire fucking teen and adult life. Like, you know what I mean? And I grew up with him just constantly just fucking yelling and fucking just like blaming everybody else for his problems and self-pity and stuff. And all that is,
Yeah, I got a brother that's like that. It was like huge on the meth and stuff. He's doing a lot better now, hopefully. But he was like on and off like through the years of me growing up. He stole my GameCube. I ain't gonna forgive you for that. No, nah, that's whatever. I fucking love him. And yeah, it's addiction's a bitch. It fucking runs you. Again, I feel like I could notice like I guess I am addicted to weed. Like I smoke weed daily, but it's usually just like at night, like when I'm about to like go to bed to like relax.
But that might not be a problem for you. That's the other thing too. Like
if
certain
it
things,
doesn't affect your like interpersonal relationships,
right?
Okay, yeah.
Like I drink
You're
fucking
not sucking dick for it, are you?
yeah. Like
You
dude,
do
I
if
drink
I wish.
I drink fucking like 3 to 4 cups of coffee at least a day, and
Yeah.
I'm not fucking breaking into my neighbor's house for fucking coffee. Like you know what I mean? Like it's fine.
See those beans?
Yeah, I just enjoy coffee. I enjoy drinking
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? So just because it's something you do all the time, as long as it's not fucking your life up or interfering.
There was times where like I do notice like if I'm smoking it in the morning, like before work and whatnot, or like throughout the day, where I'm just like, yo, I need to chill. Like I'm abusing it and all that.
But then do you chill?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
That's why I need to get y'all's mentality or program for fast food. I have a bad
Hey, what's your favorite restaurant?
Well, that's
Fast
the
food
problem.
restaurant.
fast food.
What is it?
Fuck.
I like talking about this.
I love Carl's Jr. Even though
Oh,
it's
where's
not
the
in town
nearest Carl's
anymore.
Jr.?
They have Carl's Jr. here?
No, they used to have one in Denton, and I was like super sad that they took it out. But like in Marietta, where my parents live in Oklahoma,
They
every
have
time I
one?
stop,
Wait,
by,
there's
I
a
always-
Marietta?
Yeah,
That's so funny because there's a Marietta in California too.
Oh, yeah.
That's what threw me
Yeah.
off.
This one's a shitty small town. You could
So is
Love
the one in
County.
California. So yeah.
I forgot because last month I went back to Orange County where I grew up. I forgot the Carl's Jr. Not just the Carl's Jr. You know what I'm talking about. The Carl's Jr. green burrito, the ones that also have the
they always have
Mexican
the joint.
restaurant.
The joint. Do they do
Yeah,
that?
they have a Mexican menu on the Carl's Jr. It's a California thing, yeah.
oh shit.
It's kind of like you know when you see like a KFC Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
all the Carl's Juniors, at least on the West Coast, have the green burrito attached to it. It's like a restaurant that they just like. I think they might have even come. I don't even think they absorbed it. I think they just made it up. So
yeah.
it's like Taco Bell style Mexican food.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not bad.
I fuck with it.
It's not
But
bad.
Yeah.
Also, like
Del Taco too.
you get
Del
McDonald's
Taco,
a
yeah.
lot.
Taco Bueno is kind of the Del Taco of Texas.
I like Taco Bell. I like Del Taco better.
Really?
That could just be my.
I feel like it's just the same generic fucking.
I like that they
Mexican
have
shit.
fries and the crinkle cut fries. When they hit those like on the nose, shit, man.
Del Taco, is that the one where they put like black olives in their stuff?
No, that's
No.
Taco Casa, which I
okay.
love.
Oh,
That's
Taco
here. That's
Casa.
here.
I like Taco
Taco
Casa.
Casa,
Yeah,
bro.
I fuck with Taco
Dude,
Casa.
I have a funny
Yeah.
Del Taco story, and I was gonna do it on stage, but then I heard a guy do a bit that was similar, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna do it." So one time years ago, I was in Del Taco drive-through in Burbank, and I fucking I was like, doing my order and stuff, and the lady was like, "Okay, number 3," and blah blah blah, like Hispanically and had an accent. And then she's like, "And you want a cock? I mean a coke?" Oh, like fucking, she could tell she fucking muted herself.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like fucking freaking out. So I drive around and she's just automatically laughing when I come up to the window. She's like, "I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I don't know." You know what I mean? And I was just like, "That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's a story about it. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I'll take a coke, no cock."
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But yeah, then so I was like, I'm gonna talk like first couple months of doing comedy. I'm gonna tell that story, bro. I'm gonna change it, bro. I'm gonna blow everybody away. Then I heard I can't remember who it was. There's somebody that went on stage and did a very similar bit, and I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Fucking, I have a problem with McDonald's. Like, not problem, but it's like just because I could get another Big Mac for 29 cents doesn't mean I should. Because I've been eating like 2 Big Macs a night or double quarter pounder.
Damn.
Well, isn't
Did
there
you
the-
hear about the
Broke.
story? The guy that's like eating a Big Mac every day. For
that's what I was
50
just gonna
years?
say.
Yeah.
Like, it was like 20 years, right?
On
Longer
that.
than that's been since the 70s. I
And
think.
he's not that like he's
Size
not
Me?
super
No,
fat.
not him.
Was that
But
in Super Size Me? Was that?
I think he was featured, but I also saw like a story, like a news thing
Okay.
about it afterwards. Because like I think it's like almost 50 years now.
Yeah.
And the dude is not. He's kind of skinny, but like all he eats is big. Like that's like his one like or 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat fries. He just has.
He doesn't have
sandwich by
fries,
himself.
and there's genetics on his side for sure.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, dude. It's but I feel like that stuff. That's just because it's comfortable for you.
Yeah.
And that's just like you're
Yeah.
comfortable doing that. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure if you were like put your mind to, you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking do this anymore. You probably could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's more convenient
sometimes,
too, right? When
yeah.
we have weird hours usually as
It
comics.
is. Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough because you get so late. There's only so many options.
Yeah, and especially
Yeah.
like growing up, like so I got a little I was about to say a slur. You could edit this out, this apart.
How
but
much you
what's
guys
the
want
other-
to fucking edit? Jesus
You're gonna have a
Christ.
lot of work tonight if you want to get this done on Tuesday.
No, I got screwed over because like my mom's Hispanic and stuff, and people are always just like, "Oh, your mom, she grew up with a Mexican mom, she cooks and stuff." But like I got screwed over. I got
That's the slur. What's the slur? I don't get
I
it.
was just gonna be like,
But you're
Apparently it's
Hispanic.
no, it's like gypped. Apparently, it's bad to say. You can't say I
What?
got gypped. It's
You
bad
can't say
against
that
the
anymore?
Jews. Yeah, no.
Did you hear
It's
it?
not Jews. Oh, you mean Jude?
Yeah, no, not Jews.
Oh,
Dude,
That's-
gypped. I'm not editing out gypped.
okay, okay.
I'll edit out a name.
The
But like,
gypsies, I guess.
well, I know, but it's
I
like
got gypsied out of that.
I used to work at a Greek restaurant where like we had like regulars that were gypsies. And I didn't even know that was like a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because like they were kind of like rude and they never tipped. So like the manager would be like, oh fuck, it's the gypsies again. I'm like, why? How did they get here? I guess they just walked. That's what they do, right? I'm sorry. That was,
Dude, have you guys ever dined and ditched?
wait, dine and dine. I think it was dine and dash.
Dine and
Dine and
dash.
It's the same thing. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
That's fucking. Did you not? Were not able to understand that because the
No.
dialect is so different.
I'm sorry.
Have you?
I haven't.
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah.
I've accidentally
Couple times.
walked on my tabs.
a couple times.
Crux,
Look back
piece
back
of
before I
shit.
got sober. Back
Yeah.
before I got sober.
Yeah.
One time was an accident, bro. We thought we had money on us, and then we didn't. So we were just like, "Fuck it, we just gotta run."
Yeah.
And then the other time we were fucked up. We're just like, "Let's just fucking go." What are they gonna do, bro?
There were like
Just walked
4
out.
times in a row. This isn't dine and ditch.
It was
or dash.
shitty.
Back door, I walked out of my tab. I only get like soda and like Red Bull.
He walked a $5 tab.
Yeah, but like 4 weeks in a row, I walked out without paying. And I was like, they're gonna say something at some point, right?
Yeah, did they?
No,
Well, because they just closed you out. Did you use a card?
no, I literally didn't pay for it.
Damn. son.
Yeah,
You're like, thanks.
It's weird that you have how does that work when you have a cash tab? Like, don't you have to put some money down or something? How does that work? I thought you could only open a tab at a place with a card.
that place I don't know. I just asked for a Red Bull or a soda and they gave it to me.
Maybe just
They didn't ask
because
me to
maybe
pay
that's
for it.
why, because it's not alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
There's like, oh, you'll keep sober, kid.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude, I got fucking splooged on before you guys came over, dude. I'm so glad I came out of my pants. Like, that's the thing about like having a baby is just like, just fucking, just puked.
Oh,
On, dude. I can't believe it came out that well.
I thought you were talking about your semen on
Yeah, I got
yourself.
fucking
I was
just
Yeah,
like,
splooged
came
on.
on, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking came on.
Y'all still
myself.
have wet dreams?
I never had one.
Dang.
It's been a while.
I used to be prolific with my wet dream game.
I never,
Coming
I
everywhere.
never had one, dude. Never had one.
Crusty ass sheets, not washing them,
Steve,
not changing my underwear,
sleeping,
fermenting. Yeah.
Diapers
I'm
and
sorry.
shit.
That's all right, dude.
Listen, this is where we
I'm getting
confess
loopy.
things.
Yeah.
Well, we're over the time, so
How
Oh.
much time did we do?
it's over an hour. I usually try to keep it in the neighborhood of an hour.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of editing to do.
Yeah, I gotta fucking cut down all
Yeah.
the names.
Yeah. If you ever have me on again, I promise to be a better guest.
No, dude, it was great, man. It was a lot of fun, dude. You
It was
gotta
a
come
good
back, man.
dynamic.
Come back anytime.
I don't know.
That's what I always try to tell people, especially like comedians that I'm friends with or comedians I know. Like they're always like, hey man, I don't want to say, but can I come on the pod? I'm like, dude, just fucking ask. Because like I try to schedule people the best I can, but like we're all busy. We all have shows. Like we're all doing
Yeah.
mics and we're all running around. Plus I do fucking music and that, and you know what I mean. Like so, it's just like so much shit. I always like it when people ask, especially if you've been on before. Just tell me you want to fucking come on, and we'll schedule it. You know what I mean?
Right. Next time
So-
I'll nap before and not be exhausted.
Oh, it's all good.
So I can be more high energy.
Dude, it's fine. You should come on. Mikey needs to come by, but what he went with his heart and shit, obviously that got
Yeah.
derailed because I did his,
Yeah.
and then he's got to come and do mine. So yeah, maybe you guys can come next time.
I'm getting
or
cut
whatever.
out. Jesus.
You guys can come too, man. Fuck. You got to come back too.
We're a duo. We're a pair. now.
Yeah.
We're going on tour.
You can come on as a duo, dude. I like to have 2 guests because then it's more of a hang. It's more
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's more conversational. One-on-one is cool, but if you got the capability to do at least 3 to 4 people, why not? You know,
Right. And we don't have
panel
to
up in here.
bear all the load.
Yeah. So we got to swallow that load on our own. I had fucking Dope City. I had fucking Tim, Matt, and CJ here. So that was cool. Like it was
Oh,
4.
that's fucking tight. Yeah, I love
so it was a
those
fun
dudes.
hang.
CJ's gonna be on my show. Did I say that?
At the Addison Improv.
CJ Landry.
Yeah.
He produces the Dope City Boys podcast. Check them out.
Yeah.
There's a plug for the.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
No,
fucking
they're-
Dope
they're-
City. Check it out, bro.
They're good ass dudes. They're always nice to me every time.
Yeah.
Hang out and shit.
They're very cool.
So check them
Very
out in
cool.
the city near you.
Does this do anything that I'm doing this right now?
Careful, because there are nails that the foam is tacked onto. So just be careful. Don't poke yourself. Okay, so everybody, thanks for helping me build Crux Nation. As always, keep tuning in, and I'm going to talk to everybody next time, man. Anthony and Kyle, thanks for coming on. And keep listening, man. Crux, yeah, motherfucker.
Let me hear you say Crux, yeah! Crux, yeah! Let me hear you say Crux, yeah! Crux, yeah! Crux, yeah, podcast.
Crux proper.